Christy with Christy's Craft Room.
I am not.
That's my husband, Tim. He is sending out the text message right now to let everybody know that we are live. If you text hello to this number, you will get a text message too, okay? So grab a screenshot. You can wait till the live's over if you want to, but text hello, you'll get the link right here to come join us live when we craft. Today we are crafting and we're gifting, so make sure you stick around to find out how you can be gifted what we are making today. Your own cutout set so you can make your own version of what we're gifting today, okay? So, y'all, I'm excited about this one. This is one of my favorites. This is, I think, like our second top seller. The banner was definitely our top seller from our most recent release. We have a Canadian and a US version, but our Shelf Sitters was, I think, our second top seller. So we are gonna put that together today because I know tons of you guys got these. We've shipped out a gazillion and 2 of these. And we're gonna craft it so you know how to put it together when it gets to you. Or if you might already have gotten it, you probably already got it. Hello, Miss Candace, Miss Sharon, Miss Ann. Hey, Miss Robin. Hello, Miss Amanda, Miss Cindy, Miss Linda. Hello, Miss Patty. Hello, thank you for sprinkling, Miss Candace. Hello, Miss Lavada, Miss Desiree, Miss Teresa, Miss Kathy, Miss Quita, Miss Amanda, Miss Carol, Miss Bobby. Hello, Kathy and Savannah and Lynn. Hello, Miss Gail. How are you? Hello, Michelle. Hello, everybody. All right, guys, so in this set, you're gonna get 2 bigger stars. One of them's gonna have some etching. That's gonna be your front piece. You're also gonna have some flat edges, some flat bottoms, okay? It's got a little flat bottom, okay? That's what's going to make it stand, all right? And then you also get a little bit of a smaller star with 2 little holes in it. And then you get a little tag with 2 little holes in it. And then you're gonna get the USA words. We also have a Canadian version. I didn't bring the cutout in here. If you are in Canada and you are gifted, you win this today, then you can choose if you want the Canadian or the US version. So we do have a Canadian version, which is the maple leaf. So that is the Canadian version of what we are making today. Thank you, Miss Kathy, for spreading the love. We appreciate that. There we are, Miss Jennifer. Hello, hello, hello. All right, we are gonna use fabric. The fabric does not come in the kit. You can use whatever fabric or ribbon that you have at home, or you can go grab some. All of mine came from Hobby Lobby. It's all Hobby Lobby fabric. We've got some red, white, and blue paint, and I got some twine. In my other one, I used raffia. Today, we're gonna use a little piece of twine, okay? So, all you have to do for your chance to be gifted this set right here, this exact set right here, is to sprinkle the video, which just means to share. You can do it on Facebook. You can also do it on YouTube. You can do it on both. You're going to be in there twice if you share it from both, okay? It'll show up twice in our list here. And then at the end of this live, we're gonna scroll through and we're gonna pick somebody, okay? Recovering from our adventures to Elginak. Oh, Miss Teresa, it was quite the adventure you had. It was quite the adventure y'all had. It took us a little while to recover too, believe it or not. I mean, we weren't as adventurous as y'all were, but the little bit that we hung out with you along with working that week, whoo, I was like, by the weekend, I was like, wow, that was a long week. Wow, we squoze a lot of fun into that week, but it was so worth it. Plus, Elaine and I had that painting class at the same time. So that was a busy, busy week. Very busy. Miss Desiree says, Pull Jam on YouTube. Title says it's going to be a Liberty Bell craft.
Oh, son of a motherless goat.
We did the Liberty Bells, the bells. They're not the Liberty Bell, but they're inspired from the Liberty Bell. It's Tim's fault. It's all Tim's fault. We did those on Monday. Okay, so you can go back and watch the live for these on Monday. The replay is there. Super, super cute. Today we're gonna do the patriotic shelf sitter.
What happened was we were having trouble going live on YouTube, so I had to kind of reboot the whole thing.
And he didn't retype.
And I didn't retype it because when I clicked to go live, I didn't read it. I just kind of looked at it.
We'll edit it after.
And it said DIY, so I thought it was right.
Yeah, it won't let us fix it now, but we'll fix it afterwards. We'll go in and fix it after.
Gosh darn it.
Terry says, yay, get my mind off my emergency surgery while waiting in the hospital. Oh, goodness, Miss Terry Miller. Miss Terry.
Yes, Lynn, that was my fault.
Oh, my goodness. Hopefully it goes well. Hopefully you're here, you're chatting. That's good news, but I'm sorry you have to have a unexpected emergency surgery. Cindy says, love the paintings you and Lane have been doing. Y'all, that was fun. It was fun. 4 nights in a row was a lot. It was a lot. For me, it was a lot.
It was a lot for me.
We had a really... Tim was alone for 4 nights. He didn't have his wife to hang out with him
the
for
first
4
2 nights.
It was heaven, right?
No, it was... No, it was... Oh, we don't have this paintbrush here. Can you run up to the shop and get it?
Yeah, I did send him the first 2 nights. I sent him here to the shop.
We don't have this paint here. Can you run up to the shop and get it?
He made 2 trips to the shop. 1 on the first night, 1 on the second night, right? Just 1 on the first night, or did you come twice on the first night? I think he came twice on the first night. Because that's the hard thing. My craft studio isn't at home. I have very, very limited supplies at home because I do 99% of my crafting and creating here in the studio here. So there's not a lot at home. So I realized I didn't have things. So and it had already started and we didn't want to miss anything. So I had to have Tim run up to the shop for me. But yeah, it was like, oh no, I didn't realize we needed that brush. I didn't grab those brushes. Can you go run and grab me these brushes? I had to send him like pictures of what we needed. And yep, we're live right now, Miss Colleen. First thing I'm gonna do is paint the one that has the etching on it, the big star with the etching. I'm gonna paint it blue. I'm using Nightfall Blue, but you can use any color you want to, okay? Yay, Miss Cheryl. Miss Cheryl's daughter is having her chemo port removed today. Yay, amen. That's amazing. Great news. It is a good day in the Warner family. That's exciting. I'm so happy for you. I can't even imagine as a mama how that must make you feel to be to the end of that, and just prayers that she just everything stays clear and good for her.
I forgot to tell Kayla to take them out of stock.
Take what out of stock?
The paintbrushes.
Oh yeah. That would be Tim's fault if you ordered paintbrushes and we didn't have them. Yes, yeah. That's the hardest thing is when we pull things from the shop is remembering to take it out of stock. And not forgetting. Yeah. Thank you guys for sprinkling. Y'all are amazing. Amazing.
No,
somebody's gonna be gifted. Whoop whoop.
I don't get it. Because over on Facebook,
does it say it's the right thing?
It says it's the Patriotic Shelf Sitters.
Who knows? Who knows? We'll fix YouTube up. We'll change the title of YouTube when we're done. We'll fix it up. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. All right, got my first coat. I did get a little bit, can you turn the overhead on for them? Ooh, Cindy's making the bells tonight. The bells, ring your bells,
hold on.
ring your bells.
Don't read this out loud.
I'm sure there's a song. Ring your bells. That stinks. That stinks, Miss Sarah. That stinks.
Now what am I doing?
I don't know what you're doing, but I'm grabbing a Q-tip so I can clean my crack. Okay?
No, I'm doing the.
Oh, you're putting the overhead on so they can see me clean my crack. My star, my slit in my star. Okay. So you can see if you look real close. You guys might not be able to see, but I can see it. I got a little bit of extra paint in there with my brush, so I'm just using my Q-tip. I'm gonna go in there, I'm just gonna twist it, give it a little spinny spin.
Is that good, or you want it zoomed in or out?
Look at all that glue, or not glue, paint I got out of there. I'll do the same thing on the other side just to make sure we're clean on both ends. Yeah, Angie, Q-tips work really well for that, okay? They work really, really well, really well. Taking a break from unboxing. So many changes in my life since my partner passed last November, but I will be all right. Well, Loretta, I'm glad we can be here while you take a little break. And hopefully we can help bring a little bit of joy, a little bit of sunshine to your crazy life that you're experiencing right now. Georgia says, I love these shelf sitters. I know, aren't they fun? Doing a little bit of a second coat because it took me so long to clean my crack. It's dry and I can do my second coat now, so I might as well. Well, I got my blue paintbrush nice and wet still. Get my second coat. All right, I think that's good. I think we're good. All right, that's good. Next, we are going to do this one white. This one is gonna be white, the little star with the little holes. We're gonna paint that one white. And I cleaned my brushes, y'all. Update for Monday, I cleaned my brushes. They got a really good bath. Look how nice and clean. Look, you see little bits of paint, but look how clean. I took some time and I scrubbed them. I rubbed their backs. I cleaned their bristles. I swirled them in my hand. I did the little like under the sink, getting all deep into the bristles. All the things, cleaned them real good just so I can get them dirty again. Just so I can get them dirty again. Great news. Oh, can you scroll that back down?
Right here.
Great news to share, Miss Mary says. Christian's blood work from his liver came back normal for the first time since August. Very happy news. Thanks to all for the prayers. MRI is next week. That is amazing because
awesome.
We know those meds can do
They
havoc
can really
on the liver, the kidneys.
Liver.
Whew. So that is great news. That is great news. That means progress. We like that.
That's good.
I love that. So much good news today. I love this. Lots of good news. We know not all news, some people have things going on, but there's lots of good news happening today. So that makes me happy. That makes me very happy for y'all.
Do you use any kind of soap when you clean your brushes?
Nope. Only time I use soap is every once in a while when I want to give them a good bath. I will put, and I want to give them a good soak, I'll put a little bit of Dawn dish soap and some hot water in the sink, and I'll let them soak and just come back and swoosh them around just to give them a good soaking, and then give them a good rinse. But that's it. The only other time is if I use a Vaseline for like a crackle technique or a chippy technique. Then I will use a little bit of Dawn dish soap to help break up the Vaseline to clean the bristles of the brush.
Yeah, because it gets oil off of ducks.
Right?
So it should get Vaseline off
Yes.
your paintbrush.
And we always have Dawn dish soap. We always have it. It's a staple in our house. We've always got it.
Yes.
Sarah says, yep, do that all the time. Yep, it just works. Dawn dish soap works for a lot of things.
Yeah.
More than just dishes.
All right, I'm going to grab some names here.
Did you know, can I give one quick tip?
Okay.
Another fun fact about Dawn dish soap, if you have little pets, and listen, it's just a fact of life. It's just like having kids. At some point in their life, they're going to get the lice, right? At some point in your pet's life, they're going to get the fleas, right? It kills fleas like on contact. They literally just like croak right then and there. We had a kitty cat. Have you ever given a cat a bath? That's a joy. Remember Kitty?
Yeah, well, as she got older, she got easier to...
When she was little. See, here's what it is. We had a neighbor whose yard was infested with fleas. Well, you can't just keep them you can't stop them. They weren't doing anything about it, and their animals were just infested. And their animals would come in our yard all the time, and our cat was like an indoor-outdoor. She would go outside, and she got the fleas. And she was just a little kitten, and she was too young to give like all the medicines for, so we had to give her a couple baths. That was a joy. But it works amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. I won't give you the other tips Google where you should wash first on a cat. Okay? You want to wash around all the holes first, because the fleas will run into the holes and hide. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. All the holes, okay? But that's all I can say about that.
Anyway.
It's true.
We digress.
Tell me if you know that. It's true.
All right, we have...
It kills ants. So what? Go ahead, sorry.
It's okay. Janice Van Blarkum, Wendy Scheffler, Sarah Rappaport,
sorry, y'all.
Suzanne Brown, Jerry Hubbard Pinnell, Cindy Batke, Miller Terry, and Bernita Tuttle.
I'm just full of all the good advice today. All the information, okay? You're gonna get it all here. Sorry.
Yes, that
it
is.
might have been TMI for a few of you, and that's okay. I recognize that. But you know, those are the things they don't teach you. Those are the things they don't tell you, okay? Okay? We share you all the things here. We don't just tell you the good, happy, fuzzy things. We tell you all the things, okay? Yes,
Donna,
people can get the fleas too. People can get the fleas too.
Yes.
They can.
Well, hi, Jennifer. We're glad you're here.
I got a little bit of paint in my hole, and these are little holes, so my Q-tip won't fit. So I'm just going to use a barbecue skewer. You could use a toothpick too, just to kind of get it in there and clean out the hole. Okay. All the tips today.
Sarah.
All the tips today. We did just get ours, but I didn't open it yet, Miss Denise. I can't wait. At least I'm not full of poo-poo, right? At least I'm not full of the poo-poo. Okay? At least I'm not full of all that. I mean, some people might think I am. Some people might think I am. Michelle says definitely true about washing the whole area. Wash the holy areas first. Okay? Because they will seek refuge wherever they can seek refuge. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want them seeking refuge in my holes. I'm sure your kitty cats don't either, or your puppy dogs. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We should change the subject, though.
Yes, I think you should change the subject.
We should change the subject, okay? I'm just saying.
I bet it would work good on cleaning the smoker if I cleaned the smoker.
It probably would. All right, I'm gonna do my little USA Words white while I've got the white out too. You could use a little, I might need one more squirt. I'm gonna try and use up the paint that I have on my, without getting more paint, but we'll see.
Sure says rated R.
I know. I think it's still PG-13. It's like Shrek. Phew! It goes over the head. The adults absorb it. It goes right over the kids' heads, okay? We are rated Shrek around here, okay? That's what our ratings
rated
are.
Shrek?
We are rated Shrek, okay? It's like a Shrek movie, okay? The kids don't get it, but the grown-ups
Onions.
get it and find a little giggle out of it. And you know, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. And it's all okay. You know, we dance around it enough, I think. Sometimes we risk not dancing around it enough. But yeah, we are making our patriotic shelf sitter.
Yep, say that slowly.
Say that slowly and carefully, okay? Because if you don't, it comes out the wrong way.
It could not be good.
And then we aren't rated Shrek anymore. Then we're rated R. Because I don't think you can say that word in Shrek movies. Shelf sitter. Jody just watched Shrek last night, so she totally gets it. You get it, Jody. You get it, right? It's hilarious. And the kids are like, what are you laughing at? Why was that funny? And we're like, oh, someday you'll understand. Someday you'll understand. Okay, so we got that painted. We're going to do a second coat on our USA. Let me dry it a little bit.
Yes, Shrek is a hilarious movie.
I don't even know how many times we watched Shrek. Our kids loved Shrek. We watched that on DVD.
1 and 2.
A lot of times, yes. Yeah, our kids were kind of old when the third one came out, so they like didn't really
I think
watch
we
them.
saw it once, maybe twice.
Yeah. I would
But I
say
didn't
that
like it.
it just
I
gets
didn't
to a
think
point
it
where it's
was-
like, okay, it's done.
Yeah, 1 and 2 was it.
Yeah.
You know, you're
Yeah.
reaching too far.
Yeah. Oh, Georgette doesn't like Shrek.
But see, it's like I think it's kind of a lot of the humor is kind of like the Stooges kind of comedy.
Kinda, but I like it. So, what do I call like when you're like, it's not well. I won't say it. It's like
Mindless humor.
Yeah, it's like you don't have to like think too hard. It's not working too hard. It's just a little bit where it's not like too much. It's just like little hints here and there, which is like perfect. Okay, so we got all of our pieces painted. We do not need to paint this back piece because you're not going to see it because it is going to be covered by this piece, okay? So we are gonna glue these together. Get my glue. Get my glue. I'm using the gel super glue. Did someone say, what is that? Oh, watching Halloween? Halloween Ends. Watching Halloween Ends. What is Halloween Ends? I've not watched that.
You haven't watched any of the Halloween movies?
No. That's not my cup of tea. I get too scared.
Yeah, no.
Ooh, Karen just started painting her mailbox today. Yay. Y'all, I'm like so spooked out by scary, spooky movies. I can't do them. We've been watching, as you guys know, and that was way too much glue. I did not need all of that. I just got a little extra happy. A little bit goes a long way. I did not need that much, but it's not gonna hurt anything. It's just gonna be really well together, okay?
Yeah.
So we're gonna line these up. We're gonna make sure we line them up, because if they're not lined up and they're all crooked on you, if they're like crooked, they're not gonna, it's not gonna stand, okay? We don't want it to be crooked. You can even stand it up and make sure that you have it straight if you want to. But just make sure that it's all lined up. And we're gonna let that set for just a second, okay? We're gonna let that set for a second. And while we let that set, we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna sand these a little bit of distress, and you can zoom in a little bit more if you want to, so they can see a little closer, I think. Find my sander. I know I just used it in here yesterday. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Here it is, I left it out. Here it is.
Surprised you didn't blame me.
Y'all, we've been watching Blacklist, so y'all know that. We've been catching up. Don't tell us what happens. She just had her baby. She just passed in the ambulance. If you guys are familiar, you're familiar. I think she was pregnant in real life. This is my theory. She was pregnant in real life and she's on maternity leave, and she'll be back. Because Redmond's people took her. She didn't go to the regular morgue. She went with Redmond's people, took care of her.
Yeah, but
he's all weird in this weird headspace right now.
Yeah.
But I think he doesn't know. No, I think maybe he doesn't know. I don't know. She'll be back.
Maybe she figured something. Maybe she worked something out with Demby.
Maybe she planned it with her husband because she wants, the guy that was trying to kidnap her.
No.
She's like, who's Demby? Oh, Demby, because Demby took her. Demby's took her. And she's going to find her mother. That's my theory. But anyways, if you haven't watched it, you're like, what's happening here?
Lynn, normally we do sell glue in the shop, but right now we're out.
We are sold out. We've been sold out. And I'm going to get more in the shop for you. Okay, we're going to get that ordered. But long story short, I'm like literally, we were watching the other night, every time something scary happens or something creepy or something a little bit gory happens, I'm like this with my blanket pulled up and peeking. If I don't have a blanket, I'm like this with my hands, and I'm like that's gonna make a big difference, right? But I'm like, I got it up ready. I'm kind of peeking. Is it done yet? Nope, it's not done. Is it done yet? Nope, it's not done. Okay, it's done. You know, like that's me when I watch a movie. I can't see the spooky parts. And that show has a lot of jump scare moments where like somebody will pop out of nowhere.
So the last, I think the last few episodes have.
And I like literally will scream when that happens, because I'm easily spooked. All right, a little bit of sanding. Don't go too aggressive with your sanding on your USA or your Canada, because these are delicate. You know, they're little, so they are delicate. But a little sanding around the edges. And now we're gonna glue this on.
Yes, it's on Netflix.
It is on Netflix, and it is so good. We are only on season 3. And there's 10 seasons. So we're way behind the 8 ball on this one. Is that what the right term? The 8 ball? We're way behind.
We're just way behind.
We're way behind. I don't know what the 8 ball means. Is that something? I don't know what that means. I just hear people say it, so I say it. It's probably not a good thing. I wouldn't advise you to take after me. If you don't know it, don't say it, okay?
Yeah, behind the 8 ball means that you're like behind on a deadline.
Oh, I'm behind on a deadline of catching up on Blacklist. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right, so I'm just gonna line this up.
It's Blacklist is the name of it. with
It's like an FBI.
with James Spader, and he plays his part absolutely amazing.
It's kind of like a cop show, but it's like FBI based, and you know they have an informant, and they like take down all these bad people, and all. Some of these people are really creepy, and if these people exist in real life, which I believe these types of people do.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
There's creepy people out there in the world, but we.
Oh, The Recruit is a good one too. I started watching that because I can't watch Blacklist without her.
He's not allowed to watch it without me.
And so I was watching Landman.
And I think that was the hardest part of the painting night too. You had to go 4 nights in a row. You couldn't watch Blacklist.
Yes. So I had to find a different show. So I was watching Landman.
Yeah.
Because I like Billy Bob Thornton. He really gets into his parts, and So I was watching that, and I got caught up on that. So it's like, okay, what do I do now? So then I started watching The Recruit. So I've got like 8 different shows I'm watching.
And we don't normally watch a lot of TV.
We don't.
We watch more TV with Blacklist than we have in a long time because we were like, can we watch another episode?
Lost was the last one.
The last one that we got hooked on. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we watched that as it went for the most part.
Yeah, we got hooked on it in the beginning.
But now we're like, we'll watch 3 episodes in one night. We'll be like, one more? We're like, what time is it? Okay, we got time for one. We can do one more. We stayed up till midnight, and we don't stay up till midnight. We're in bed by 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that was on a Saturday.
10 o'clock is like even on the weekends though, typically 10 o'clock, we're like, okay, time for bed. Like, we are early birds as far as going to bed. Or night owls? Yeah, we're night owls. No, we're early birds. We're early birds. We go to bed early, get up on the earlier side. And we were up till midnight, and we're like, oh my gosh, we can't. We both probably could have stayed awake for another one, but we were like...
Well, we both took a nap that day, too.
We did both take a nap that day.
We both took a nap.
We did both take a nap, yes. Yes. My fiance has a creepy story about an 8-ball. Ooh. All those things are creepy. I get creeped out so easy. All right, so we need to sand this one too. Just make sure you're dry enough before you start sanding because you've got it glued together. So just make sure you're dry enough. I think I'm good. Oh, Eileen, late to the live. Well, better late than never, girlfriend. Better late than never. I'm glad you're here. We're not big TV watchers overall.
No.
Overall, we're not.
No, it's usually...
I lied. I am definitely not set, so I'm gonna have to be very careful. I'm not gonna make you guys wait though. I'm gonna go ahead and stand. I'm just gonna hold it together. Hold it together, girl.
We'll typically watch 1 or 2 episodes a night, and then that's it.
Yeah, we're usually like trying to get all of our stuff done, and probably about 8 o'clock. I'll be like usually about 7:30. I'm like, I'm gonna go take my shower, and then I'll come down and we'll watch some TV. That's been our routine. The last few
get ready,
weeks.
guys. I'm gonna grab some names here in a minute.
Right. You don't have to distress yours. If you don't like a distressed craft and you like yours nice clean edges, you can skip the distressing. I just like things distressed, so.
Yeah, Georgette, that's all we do is we stream. But right now we gotta...
We don't watch anything live.
No.
Ever.
Well, we've got to... I think we've got 3 streaming services. I want to get down to 1.
Yeah, well, we switched to streaming because it was less expensive than cable, because cable was just outrageous. But now all the streaming services prices have like skyrocketed. So now we gotta now we're paying more than what we were paying for cable, or pretty close to it. So we're like, okay, we need to reevaluate our streaming services because we don't watch enough TV to pay as much as we pay. That's for sure.
No, well, the problem is it's the kids.
The internet usage.
Well, that and oh, you can't get rid of that. You can't get rid of that one. You can't get rid of that one.
Thank you guys for sprinkling. I see lots of you guys sprinkling. If you share this video, somebody who shares it either on Facebook or YouTube, if you share it on both, you'll be in there twice. We're gonna gift this set right here to somebody right here at the end of this video. And we are, y'all, this is a quick, easy craft. This is like coming together very quickly. So, we're gonna let that set. We're gonna get some twine. And you're gonna get some names.
Yeah, we have
some names. And close my glue.
Sarah Rappaport, Jerry Hubbard Pinnell, Connie Roseberry Hilson, Bernita Tuttle, Vicki Wallace, Kathy Stubbs Weatherford, Peggy Haskell, and Shauna Colwart. I hope I said that right.
So this, I'm using twine. And I am just running it through here. I used a piece of raffia on the first one I did, and I'm going to use twine on this one. You could use a thin ribbon as well. I'm just going to tie a little bow. Oh shoot, y'all, I messed up.
Yes, craft night is Thursday at 7.
Bonus craft night, yep. I'm going to string these together. I'm going to attach these. Now if you use raffia, you might want to put a little dot of glue just to reinforce your tag, because raffia is not as strong as twine is. You can put a little dot of glue on the back side of your tag just to kind of hold your tag in place. But we're just going to string our twine through there. I'm going through both at one time. You could just go through one at a time. It'd probably be easier for you. And we're just going to tie it together. You could also, if you don't want to string it through, just tie a little bow and glue it, and then glue your tag on. But I like it actually tied on there. Ooh, Desiree has 5. Ooh, 5 different ones. I know, it adds up. It adds up though. Okay.
Oh, she's got it.
Tie a little bow. All right. Little raffia bow. Like I said, you can use ribbon. You can use some patriotic ribbon if you want to, but it has to be thin because, you know, it has to fit through the holes. So just keep that in mind as you're choosing your ribbon. And I will trim my ends.
The list for bonus craft night is posted in the group.
Yep, it's in the group. We posted it last week. It's pinned up in the featured section at the top of the group. So it should be right at the top. If you see where it says featured, click on that and that'll show you all of our featured posts in the group, in the VIP group.
Well, Robin, in a perfect world.
Okay. I'm just adjusting my little
She
ribbons.
says, let each kid pick which one they want and everyone pay for one service.
Right? That would be nice. That would be nice. So you do have a little bit of a, you know, you're going to have a little bit of a space there, but it still lays pretty flat. So you should still be fine to use the gel super glue because it is thicker. If you have trouble, you could always hot glue it on. Or you can like reinforce it with some hot glue and some E6000 or something. Just get it. So I put my glue on. I made sure I stayed in my little etch marks, or put your glue on this part so you don't go too far out. But I can see my etching lines, so that's why I just did it on there, because I can see where to keep it in, the lines. And I'm just gonna hold that for a second. I'm gonna hold it down for a second just because of that piece of twine. I wanna make sure that we have good connection. So I'm gonna kind of hold it for a second. Hello, Miss Peggy. Just got home from work. Well, you're just in time, and we're gonna be gifting in a minute, so.
Hi, Miss Millie.
Or in a few minutes anyways. In a few minutes.
In a few minutes.
Yes. And all you have to do is share the video and let us know in the comments that you did. That's all you have to do. We do have a Canadian version. I didn't do the Canadian version live, but you do it exactly the same way. You just paint this part white, paint the leaf red. I did the tag white and the letters red, but you put it together the exact same way that you put together the US version. So exactly the same, okay? So super easy, same exact process. I don't know if I will do it live. I might. I can't guarantee it though. But you do it the same way you do the US, you just change up your colors. And they're leaves instead of, maple leaves instead of stars. It's the only difference. Michelle just got home from walking our dog. Y'all, it's been so gorgeous out. It's been so gorgeous out here. I mean, other than we got rain. They're calling for rain every day this week, but it's still been nice. It's been warm.
It's beautiful out there.
Is it beautiful now? But it was cloudy this morning. It looked like it was going to rain.
Yeah, it was a little cloudy this morning, a little on the chilly side.
I think that's good. So next we need to prep our ribbons. Okay, you can use ribbon, or you can use strips of fabric like I have. So you are going to want some strips. I can't remember. I think I did them like 4 or 5 inches long. 5? Yeah, about 5 inches long. You can.
Emily, the dogs are still there.
I'm going to cut one at 5 inches and just make sure it's a good length before I cut them all. And then I'll tell you guys what length because I don't remember what I did. But I think it's going to be plenty with room to trim. Thank you, Miss Kathy. She says your nails are so pretty. Thank you.
Teresa says, thanks, Christy. No problem. I can manage that one as long as I don't have, oh, where to go? Any of those beverages first.
Yeah, oh, focus, focus, focus. Sometimes we need to focus on some crafts, right? What am I doing? I'm doing
I have no clue.
I know. I'm folding it in half. Folding it in half, and then I'm going to slide it through the front. Slide it through the front. And then I'm going to take, I've got the loop here, the loop end, kind of like we did the banners. We've got the loop end, and then we got our loose folded in half ends. We're gonna bring up, yeah, we're gonna need longer than this.
Yes, Emily, they do. Every time they're outside, they bark constantly still.
Okay, we want longer. See, this is why I only did one, because I was second guessing myself. That's not quite long enough. So we're gonna want, let's see how long this one is. This one is 7 inches long. Let's see how that one works. This one's 7 inches. So we're gonna fold it in half. We're gonna put it through the front. Grab those loose ends. Put them through the loop. Oh yeah, that's much better. No. Yes, the length is good. Put it through the back, not the front. It depends on how you want to see your strings lay, whether you put them all through the front or you put them all through the back. You just want to do them all the same, so they look the same. And I'll show you why I'm doing it this way and how it looks in a minute and why I'm doing it this way. So put it through the back. So the loop is in the back, the loose ends are in the front. Put the loose ends, your little open ends, your tails, through the loop, and then pull it. And that's gonna give you a nice, clean, let me get rid of a couple of these little loose strings here. And I'll hold it up and show you how you get kind of a finished look.
Oh, wait, tomorrow is Thursday, isn't it?
Tomorrow is Thursday.
Crap.
So you get that little loop there. So it just kind of gives you a nice finished look as opposed to the back side. It's just not as finished looking.
Where did this week
as that
go?
part. Tomorrow's there. I don't know. The week has gone by fast. All right, so we want them to be about 7 inches. Okay, so let me see how long these ones are. All right, these ones are about 7. That's about 14 inches. So let me cut it in half. All right. So I'm gonna do a checked one at each end and then in the center. Bring it through the back.
Jennifer says you can decorate these with these patriotic crafts all year long. Love them.
You can, absolutely. And you guys, I did a super, super cute tiered tray. Maybe I'll bring it up here and show it to you guys at the end. And I did not use a single like actual tier tray item. Just using like the 3-inch rounds and a couple things that I made here live with you guys. And these sets. These fit great on tier trays. Or they can just go on their own as little accents on your mantle or your entry table. You can put them in dough bowls, things like that.
Dough bowls.
Dough bowls.
I resemble that remark.
You like dough. You like your dough. All right, so we've got 3 here. And now I'm gonna put a couple more in here. So let's do a couple polka dots. Let me cut that.
Hi, Diane.
Couple polka dotted ones. And this is just torn fabric. You can do ribbon if you want to. Let's do...
Oh, not that.
Ribbon from the back. And if you ever have trouble like getting it through, I'm getting it through fine, but if you have trouble, you can kind of stick it in there and then use like a popsicle stick would work too, or a barbecue skewer, just to kind of push it through the rest of the way if you have trouble getting it through. All right, I'm going to push that towards the center. And then we're going to do our other polka dotted one. So I'm just kind of doing like a pattern. And then we're going to come in with, I think, the gingham one next. Just to add a little bit more white in here. Use my barbecue skewer to poke it through. Put my loose ends through my loop. I could spread these out and just stop where these are, but I want it to be a little fuller. So I'm going to push that over. And I'm going to put my gingham ones right into these little spots here. So I'll go about 7 inches with my ribbon. I think I got the mailbox. Is there a place where it could be posted? Yes, you can post it over in the craft sharing group. And
Yep, Christy's Craft Room Craft Sharing Group.
Yep. Okay. There's a post in the VIP group that has the link for you and the hashtag that you put to be in the contest. Loretta says, great project. You guys are always fun to watch. Until I get settled in, I will be able to watch off and on. I need to get internet soon. Well, we are glad that you're here as much as you can be here. And you'll be settled in before you know it. Time goes by so fast. You're going to be all settled in. Today will just be a memory. But hopefully it'll be a good memory for you. Okay. And my last one, and then we're going to trim these up a little bit. We don't want them to be too wild and crazy. I mean, if you like them a little wild and crazy, you can leave them wild and crazy, but I want them to be a little more tame. Kelly says, every time your ring goes off, my dog runs to the door. Yeah, our dogs do that.
Sorry.
Our dog does that too.
Yeah, T-Bone is.
He even knows like the Life 360 notification. When it says that so-and-so's arrived home, it'll show that you've arrived home as soon as you get into that circle. So you're not even actually home yet. You're like around the corner. And he hears that notification and he knows somebody's coming home and he runs to that door. He don't know who it is, but he just knows one of his people is home or almost home.
Yeah.
So
Mom's doing really good.
She is. She's doing fabulous. Fabulous. Okay, so I'm going to trim these up just a little bit. That's what it looks like so far. They're just a little long for my liking, so we're gonna trim them a little. And I'm gonna kind of trim them individually because it just looks a little bit better than like trimming them all in one single cut and then it's like too perfect. You know, you want them to be like kind of semi-even, but not like. It's kind of like the difference between a haircut and a buzz cut, right?
Yeah.
You finger cut or you buzz cut, they're two totally different hairstyles, okay? It all just kind of blends a little bit better when you actually like use your fingers and a pair of scissors and you cut. But if you use those clippers, it's just like too uniform, right? It's too, unless you're cleaning up the back. Sorry.
T-Bone is 7 now.
He's getting older.
7.
I know. He's not a puppy no more.
Not a puppy no more.
All right, guys.
He's a dog.
There we go. Look at my little polka dots coming back up to the front a little bit. I don't want to lose them polka dots because we love some polka dots around here. All right, guys. How cute. Ooh, how cute is that?
Let me zoom back out a little bit.
Let's put it, we'll zoom out and then we'll put it on the...
There you go.
The front camera so you guys can see it sitting. We'll sit it like that. Like so. Let me show you my tier tray that I made, and I'll show you like how I put together a patriotic tier tray. And don't forget, we're gonna gift this to someone in just a minute. So if you didn't share the video yet, share it. Let us know in the comments that you did. We'll be gifting this in just a minute. But there is our little shelf sitter. And if you want your tag positioned a certain way, you can kind of like, you want it angled up more, angled down more, it's not laying the way you want it, just put a little dot of glue behind it and put it where you want it and it'll stay right where you want it. But it hangs pretty nicely just tying it, okay? What?
Yes, Robin, someone is taping boxes.
Oh, yes. Yes, it sounds like someone's toodalooting out there, doesn't it? Sounds like they're ripping one. Okay, so let me... see if I can move this without, make sure everything's secure on here. I don't want to be knocking things over, okay? Alright. It's not a perfect tier tray. I just kind of threw the stuff up here, actually. So, I'm going to lay these down and I'll stand them up. Yeah, it might be okay. Why did I do it this way? I should have turned it the other way.
I don't know what the ham sandwich you're doing.
I'm holding it wonky. Hold on.
I see that.
Hold on. Hold on. Move my star. Okay. Whew. I saved it. I saved it. Can you move that from underneath? Okay. All right, y'all. Where was that? What did you just? Oh, is this what you just took off?
Yeah, it was against your boob.
Okay. All right, y'all. Isn't this cute? Isn't this cute? We've got our chunkies up here at the top, our little chunky set with our little firecracker and our dog tags. And then we've got our doily 3-inch round sign holder with the flag. We've got our USA shelf sitter. This is the one that I made using raffia for the little tag. We have one of our little 3-inch rounds. Those little 3-inch rounds, you can just use those as accents, kind of set them around your tray, just as little extra things as well. Here is the little farmhouse garland that we made last week, just with stuff we had around the craft room. This is our little barn with the firecracker in it. And then we've got our little USA in the watering can. We got the little dog tag 3-inch round sitting down there. We just have a little beady thing here. I have a little
well, because spring is around the corner.
Yes. Just this little wire thing back here is...
It's a spring.
Can't really see it. Spring. A bed spring back here. But here's a tiered tray set, and there's not a single tiered tray item. These are all just items that we have made and put together in different signs and stuff that we have, that we created a large tiered tray set with. And you can add lots of other things. I have just a little bit of, it's a little messy right now because I was moving things around, but you can add a little bit of shred to the bottom of your tiered trays. You can add a little bit of moss like I have. Anything, just a little bit of filler just to kind of fill the space so you don't have just that white space or that plain whatever, wood space, metal space, whatever you have, whatever kind of tiered tray that you have. But, and I have a little bit of greenery poking out on the side here. So just add little things to add a little bit of filler in there. But isn't that cute? Just a fun tiered tray. Another tip, another tiered tray tip. This tiered tray, all of these trays are flipped upside down. They are actually supposed to be like bowls. So this lip is supposed to be up here. The problem is when you have a tiered tray that has a real deep lip like that, you either have to A, have everything up on risers so you can see it, B, fill it with a whole bunch of filler, a lot of filler, so everything's high enough so that you can see it, or C, flip them over like I did. I just flipped them over, so now all the items are sitting actually on the bottom of the tray, but you still get that look of that thicker, deeper rim that kind of just adds a little bit of, you know, I don't know, it just feels a little grander, a little more, okay?
Candace says she uses the shred.
The shred works fabulous. Shred works fabulous. You can use the shred out of your boxes from us. Works fabulous. That would work good on this too, just for if I just wanted white and I didn't want it to be seen. The moss looked better. You can see a bunch of it fell off. The moss looked better before. Everything's kind of like shifted around right now because I was moving things, taking pictures and stuff, and I didn't fix it. But, so fix your moss, groom your moss, okay? But there is a fun way to use some of the items for a tiered tray without actually having a bunch of tiered tray sets, okay? Yes, you can add little battery tea lights around, would be super cute, super cute. Thank you, Miss Millie. She says, love your top. Being a functional adult requires caffeine. Amen, sister. It does, it does. Caffeine is required. I bought this tiered tray set, this whole tiered tray as a tiered tray.
But it's upside down.
At Hobby Lobby. I flipped them upside down. It all unscrews. These rods unscrew. So I just unscrewed them, flipped the tray over and screwed it back in so that I'd have a nice flat surface so you can see all my pretty things were getting lost by the big old lip. And I didn't like it. So I just flipped them over. You make what you have work, right? Thank you, Miss Dorothy. So I got it at Hobby Lobby. I got it at Hobby Lobby probably 3 years ago. But I'm sure if they don't have them now, they'll get more in because this is a pretty, Hobby Lobby has a lot of this black and white metal type of stuff. So if they don't have this one, they'll have others. They had a smaller one too, I know. So, but yes, try flipping it over. Yeah, flip it over and see. Now mine has like, you guys can kind of see, like it's got the little hump there. It's the little foot. You can always, it just disappears. Or when you put your little filler or your shred, just strategically put it there or put something there to kind of block it so you can't see it. It might not work with all tiered trays, okay? But it'll work with a lot. This one, it works because everything's white on the bottom, so it doesn't look like it's flipped over. You don't want it to look like it's flipped over, you know? So it just depends on what you've got. So, yes, Amazon's gonna have lots of tiered trays as well, yes. Okay, so y'all ready? Who's ready to be gifted this little set that we made today, which is this little guy right here that we made today? Well, actually, this is the one that we made today, but it's the same one as that. If you, whoever is gifted, you're just gonna let us know if you want the US or the Canadian version, because we have both, okay? So, all you had to do was share the video and let us know in the comments that you did. And right now we are going to scroll through the comments. I'm not going to look at the comment section. It's like all the way on the other side of the screen there. When I say stop, the first name that Tim sees that shows that you shared the video, either Facebook, YouTube, or both, is going to be gifted this. So you ready?
Yep.
Let me get a sip of water. Let me get my singing whistles whistling.
Your singing whistles whistling?
I gotta wet my whistle. Wet my whistle. Okay. All right, ready?
Yep.
Scrolling.
Keep those names a rolling.
Scrolling.
All winner. Scrolling. And keep those names a rolling. Scrolling. All winner. Scrolling.
Stop. In
About
the name of love. I had to give them a chance to sing with me. I had to get it stuck in their heads. Get y'all warmed up and excited for it. All excited for it. All right, Dorothy says she's ready. She's ready. Ooh, 67th birthday. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Miss Dorothy. It's her birthday. It's your birthday. It's her birthday. Happy birthday. Sorry. Okay. You got a birthday song, if nothing else. So
Savannah says water's not going to help. That would be something Gina should say.
You and Gina on the same page, All right, we have Miss Judy McLean. Miss Judy McLean. Claim your prize. Miss Judy McLean. Send us an email. Christy's team at christyscraftroom.com and say, hey, I won the patriotic shelf sitter. The patriotic shelf sitter, and I would like the US version, or I would like the Canadian version. Let us know which version you want.
It's funny because while you were saying that, Taylor was leaving, and she stopped and turned and looked and went, huh?
Taylor has the same struggle. So you try saying self-sitter.
Exactly.
Say you try saying self-sitter fast 3 times. You try saying self-sitter fast 1 time, and you're going to struggle too, okay?
That's why you say it slowly.
Yes. Oh, yes, that could be used for a curtain tie back. That would be super cute. A little bead tie back like that. Super cute. All right, Miss Judy McLean, send us an email, girl, and let us know if you want the US version or the Canadian version, and we'll get it sent out to you, okay? Thank you guys for hanging out.
Thank you, guys.
And look at everyone saying happy birthday to Miss Dorothy. At least a few people. Some people. Love it. And everyone saying congratulations to Miss Judy. Y'all are so sweet and kind and awesome. As Miss Dorothy would say, you are awesome. All right, guys. We love you. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed today's craft. I didn't even tell you guys, but these are in the shop. You can get these sets in the shop. Tim never shared the link. Listen, we're just here to craft and have fun. There's no big heavy sales pitch here today. We're just here to have fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you would like to get one to craft along yourself, Tim will put the link in the comments for you so you can craft with us, okay?
I did. It was in the description.
But then the description got a little wonky.
Well, no, in Facebook.
Okay.
It was in the description.
All right.
But
well, Tim just put it in the comments for you guys, so you can grab it if you want to. But we have lots of patriotic stuff. Most of these items up here, all of these items except for the tassel, can be found in our shop as well as kits. So we love you guys. We'll see you guys soon. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.
I guess you're waiting on me now, aren't you?
I'm waiting on